Hello, good evening. Ngayon, didiscuss ko ngayon yung mga insurance riders natin na meron tayo kay Sun Life. So usually ito yung mga ginagamit natin, no, ng mga riders depending on kung ano yung policies na gustong kuhain ni client. So most likely ito yung mga riders, no, na nag-a-add or kumbaga sa milk tea, nag-a-add tayo ng add-ons doon sa insurance policy. So basically hindi sila kasama doon sa mismong premium or dun sa initial policy or plan nila. Kaya meron tayong insurance riders, no? So may mga clients kasi na may mga first policies na wala silang riders dun sa unang policies nila kaya nag-a-add sila ng policies. So ano ba yung mga insurance riders? The common insurance riders. 'Di ba? So ang common insurance riders, ayun, additional coverage aside from life insurance that focuses on your health protection and life's uncertainties such as illnesses and disability. So take note, lahat ng mga i-discuss natin ngayon, lahat yun yung riders na usually ginagamit for VUL, for traditional plans, no? Kung hindi naman specific yung policies natin tulad ng mga female critical illnesses, yun ibang usapan naman yun. So ano ba yung accidental death benefit? If yung client natin, okay, so nag-give to ng additional benefit to the family. So let us say si client 1 meron siyang 1 million coverage of life insurance. Tapos meron siyang accidental death benefit of 1 million pesos din. It means na let us say if something happened to client number 1, then namatay siya due to accident, it means bukod dun sa 1 million na makukuha niya with the life insurance, may isa pa siyang 1 million na makukuha dahil sa accidental death benefit. So, kadalasan 'tong policies na 'to or itong riders na 'to ay kinukuha or ina-avail yung mga clients natin na medyo dangerous yung work, okay? So, secondly, medyo hazardous yung environment, 'no? So, kapag yung mga clients natin nagmomotor, ganyan, usually we recommend to have this kind of benefit, no, yung accidental death benefit. So, bukod dun sa life, may additional pa silang cash support from Sun Life. So, itong accidental death benefit until age 60 years old. So, you can take note of that para at least malalaman ni client na, okay, itong policy pala na to, covered niya din until age 60 years old ako. Itong rider na to. Ayan. So next is eto, mas okay sa akin 'no, ako, if you're going to ask me, mas okay 'tong, rider na 'to kasi it embeds 3 kind of, accidental 'no, accident or unforeseen events. First is the accidental death benefit, which is yung na-discuss ko kanina, plus dismemberment and disablement benefit. What do you mean by that? So, kapag dismemberment and disablement benefit, it means if something happened to the insured, to the point na may part ng katawan niya na na-accident siya pero hindi naman siya namatay. Pero may part na mga natanggal, na-disarm, or ano kaya sabihin natin, naging useless na, sabihin natin nabulag, gano'n. So, there is a percentage of the benefit or sabihin natin, let's say, kung covered siya ng 500,000, kung anong part ng body yung natanggal or na-disable, meron siya makukuha 1% doon sa 500,000. So, this benefit is also not just for the uh, death, no, but also yung sabihin natin naka-survive, but may mga parts of the body na dismember. Okay, so mas ano to, kumbaga mas comprehensive to compared dun sa una kasi yung death lang. Ito with accidents, no, to the point na may nadi-dismember pero buhay pa si client. Then next natin na rider is total disability benefit. Okay, so say total disability, ay wait lang, yung kanina until age 60 din siya ha. Same lang yung coverage nila. So until age 60 lang yung i-cover ng accidental death benefit and accidental death dismemberment disablement benefit. For the total disability benefit, the rider waives the premium of the remaining years of the insured due in case of total disability. It is also keeps the insured covered. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong, let's say, the policy, okay, is 10 years to pay. Ngayon, what if at the first year pa lang may nangyari na kay client to the point na sabihin natin nabunggo siya, nabuhay naman siya, pero na-disable na siya to the point na hindi na siya nakakapag-work anymore. So automatically, yung remaining 9 years na dapat babayaran niya kay Sun Life, babayaran na ni Sun Life yun or iwi-waive na yun. Ibig sabihin, still covered pa rin siya ng full life insurance niya, still covered pa din siya ng mga riders niya, and also the investment, si Sun Life na din yung nagbayad. So yun yung ibig sabihin ng total disability benefit, no? So it covers or protects the policy if something happened to the client na hindi na capable to pay. Okay, so that's the total disability benefit. So ako, I do suggest to have this, especially if the client is breadwinner. Para in case man na may ng breadwinner or not, actually, this is really recommended. Bakit? Para if ever something happened to the client, the retirement uh, fund or the retirement plan is secured, the life insurance for the family or the dependents are secured, and also the health protections and other riders are paid already. So, mas maganda kung merong ganitong rider. Okay, so next natin is critical illness benefit, okay? Yung CIB gives lump sum cash benefit when the insured is diagnosed with any covered illnesses. Okay? So sabihin natin, itong critical illness benefit covers 36 illnesses until age 70. So kasama din siya sa riders natin na magko-cover until age 70 years old naman. So ano bang benefit itong critical illness benefit? Once the client is diagnosed with those critical illnesses such as comatose, heart attack, major organ transplant, at marami pang iba, automatically kung magkano yung nandun sa amount, let's say if that's 3 million, automatically makukuha mo na agad ng 3 million yun. What if si client, sabi niya, hindi, kukunin ko muna 1.5 million lang. Kasi yun lang naman yung mako-cover. Or yun lang naman yung magagastos namin for my cancer. Hindi yun iga-grant. So, buo mong makakuha yung 3 million regardless kung magkano yung magagastos mo. So, ikaw din yung mag-a-allocate nun. Ibibigay sa inyo bibigay nating advisor sa clients natin yung 3 million na cheque. Then, siya na magde-decide kung paano niya gagamitin yun. It's a lump sum, no? Next natin na question is kadalasan, what if Jalo or what if advisor, no? Kumuha ako ng critical illness benefit. Then, after 2 months, nagkaroon ako ng sakit or na-diagnosed ako. Is that covered? No. Remember that critical illness benefit has contestability period of 90 days or 3 months after the approval of policy. So let's say na-approve ka ng September, that will count as September, October, November, December. So ibig sabihin, December ka pa magiging entitled for that benefit. Okay, so for the next 3 months, kailangan si client is healthy. Okay, for him or her to be entitled to have this kind of rider, the critical illness benefit. Ngayon, yung critical illness benefit, no, every 5 years, tumataas yung premium nito. So, makikita nyo doon sa policy na gagawin nyo, which is you can explain to your clients that every 5 years, tumataas siya. So, let's say, this year, nasa 4,000 lang siya per year. After 5 years, magiging 4,500, magiging 4,600, magiging 4,700, ganun. So, bakit tumataas siya? Ibig sabihin kasi, mas prone na si client doon sa sakit. Okay, so mas prone na siya sa sakit kasi nga may habang nakakaedad siya, ganyan. So mas maganda na ma-maintain natin yung also yung premium natin. Baka kasi magtanong si client na bakit tumataas yung premium niya. That's because of the rider, okay? Or yung critical illness benefit. So pag sinabi niya na, ay mas okay naman pala yung HMO, at least si HMO, mababa lang per year. Yes, pero kasi ang maximum ni benefit ni HMO is 150,000. Kasi syempre ang average natin na illnesses here in the Philippines, average cost based on DOH studies, no, na dapat if you're going to have an illness, critical illness, no, as much as possible, you must have at least 1.8 million para doon sa mga operations and all. Actually, di pa kasama yung mga rehabilitation dun sa iba, yung ibang ano niya, additional requirements for healing, no? So itong critical illness benefit na to, remember na until age 70 siya, tumataas yung premium niya every 5 years. Pero maliit lang naman. You can see that on the lower part of the policy. Tapos, 36 illnesses yung kino-cover niya and until age 70 yung coverage nito. So, maganda siya. Also, syempre, we can use it as health protection policy, no? Lalo na if yung client has what? There are two reasons kung bakit nagkakasakit yung clients natin or yung mga Filipinos or yung people. 'Di ba? So what are those? First, due to lifestyle. Pero bakit yung iba kahit na healthy sila nagkakaroon sila ng sakit? Because of hereditary sickness. So you can ask your clients na, "Client, meron bang nagkaroon sa family niyo na ganitong illness, ng ganito or ganyan?" So that mas maganda na taasan natin yung critical illness benefit mo so that you may be covered more than what you need kasi it runs with your blood or your family. So you can also ask your clients if they have previous or hereditary sicknesses kahit dun sa mga grandparents nila. So yun, that's for critical illness benefit. However, we also have another policy which is the Sunfit and Well na ang kino-cover niya naman is 114 critical illnesses. Kasi yung lifetime coverage, hindi lang siya until age 70. So I'll discuss that on the other videos, no, the Sunfit and Well traditional plan. So yun. Next tayo, the hospital income benefit. So what is the hospital income benefit? Hospital income benefit gives daily cash benefit in case of hospital confinement, maximum of 90 days per year. So let us say, Jalo, nagkaroon ako ng sakit na dengue, na-confine ako for 10 days. Ngayon, nakita ko sa policy ko na meron akong 2,000 per day allowance from Sun Life. Ibig sabihin ba nun maki-claim ko yung 20,000 after 10 days? Yes. Eh, what if next month nun, next month nun, nagka-COVID siya or na-confine siya due to, sabihin natin, basta mga illnesses niya, no? Basta hospital confinement. Kung 10 days ulit yun, another 20,000 pesos yun. So, what is the purpose of hospital income benefit? The purpose of it is to replace the income na possible mawala sa client mo kasi naka-confine siya. There are professions that has no leave, sick leave, they're not entitled yet, 'di ba? And what if, 'di ba, something happened to them that caused them to be confined in the hospital. So this hospital confinement will be the rider that will help the client to have a daily income kasi wala siyang work or hindi siya capable to work because of the sabihin natin illness or accident that happened. So what if Jalo na-confine one day lang? Kung due to injury, kung due to emergency, kung due to sabihin natin mga bali, mga ganyan, basta emergency, iga-grant yun per day. Pero the minimum confinement day that we need for hospital income benefit para maging entitled ka is just minimum of 3 days. Okay? So, kung nakaka 2 days na si client, pwede mo siyang i-suggest na, uy, ano ka muna, magsakit-sakitan ka muna. Hindi ka pa pwede ma-discharge. Yan. So, at least 3 days yung confinement nito. Eh, what if si client, no, na maximum niya na yung 90 days, na 3 months siya na-confine. After that, may benefit pa rin ba siya or maka-cut na ba yung hospital income benefit? No. Ang mangyayari dun, si hospital income benefit, magre-reset siya next year. So, another 90 days, entitled ka ulit. Pag nagamit mo ulit yun, another 90 days next year, another 90 days until age 60. So this hospital income benefit or this uh tawag dito confinement benefit, no, until age 60 yung benefit nito. So any confinement, lalo na good news, no, sabihin natin si client in-avail niya yung 2K per day na hospital income benefit. If si client na confined or dinala sa ICU or yung intensive care unit natin, automatically the 2,000 pesos per day will be doubled. It will be 4,000 per day. Why? Because ICU has what? Really high price per day. 'Di ba? So, sabihin natin 45,000 per day do'n, ganyan. So, at least 'di ba 4,000 pesos per day will be a good help for them to compensate doon sa mga possible na magiging gastos nila. So, yun yung kinaganda niya 'no, not just the ICU 'no, but if the client is confined because of dread diseases, so what are those? Cancer, heart attack, major organ transplant. If they are confined, sabihin natin na confined sila for 30 days doon sa because of cancer, sabihin natin. So, 2,000 per day times 30 days is 60,000, tama? Pero dahil nga naka-times 2 yun, so yung 60,000 pesos magiging 120,000 pesos na makukuha with Sun Life. So, what if next year nagka-cancer ulit? Same benefit, ganun pa din ang makukuha. So, this is really a good, not just hospital or not just income replacement, no, but also syempre a big help for the hospital bills or possible treatments that they need to settle. So yun yung hospital income benefit natin. So i-run through lang natin yung benefits natin ulit. So those are the commonly used, no, na riders. So first rider natin is accidental death benefit. Yan. So next is accidental death, dismemberment, and disablement benefit. Next is total disability benefit. Next is critical illness benefit and hospital income benefit. Remember that whenever we present to client, we always recommend them what are the best for them. As financial advisor, we don't ask them, gusto mo ba nito? Gusto mo ba nito? No. Whenever we present to client, we always say this, that client, I do recommend this kind of rider or policy for you. As financial advisor, I can see that you have this kind of lifestyle, this kind of hereditary sickness, or sabihin natin kapag na-interview nyo after ng rapport, sabihin nyo sa kanya na, ito yung policy, ginawa na kita ng policy, recommended for you. Now, if natataasan ka sa premiums niya, we can decrease yung coverage. So most likely, maganda na si client, remember guys, that whenever you build or make a policy, make sure na iniisip nyo yung kalagayan ni client. As much as possible, if you can put everything, tapos ito lang yung premium niya, much better. Okay, so yun lang. Thank you.